Jill Duggar showed off her new look, revealing her fresh haircut and teasing big changes ahead after telling fans she may get a tattoo. The Countdown On alum is sporting a much different look after popping by a local salon for a happy hair day. Jill shared an Instagram video featuring her before look and her after, adding that she plans to make even more changes to her look one day soon. "Still looking forward to doing something different with my hair soon, but got a fresh cut for now." The mom of two elaborated further in the caption to her post, telling fans, "Y'all have been asking if I'm gonna change things up big like I talked about doing earlier this summer. Yes, still planning on it and hoping to soon." She added, "Fun fact, I've always had kinda long hair. I love layers. I've chopped my hair once, never colored it, but I have had perms a few times back in the day when my mom and sisters gave them to each other." Although the look wasn't the drastic change Jill has been looking for, fans seem to love it. One commenter wrote, "Love it, I'm also way overdue and got an apt. Can't wait." Another suggested she go for something really different, writing, "Definitely hope dreads are in the future." A third fan simply seemed eager for the future, commenting, "Still cannot wait for the change." Jill has been making some serious changes since moving out of parents Jim, Bob and Michelle Duggar's home. Recently, she suggested she may consider getting a tattoo. Earlier this week, Jill responded to a fan comment suggested she make fake tattoos she'd been giving herself on her hand and wrist permanent. The former TLC star posted a photo of her left hand and legs as she enjoyed a walk around town. She appeared to have something written on her hand in the picture, though it's not clear what. A commenter took note of the writing, urging Jill, "You should get that tattooed, so pretty on you." Jill responded, "Aw, thanks friend," with a smiling emoji and hearts. She then added, "Maybe I will one day." The Arkansas native captioned the post, which showed her wearing form-fitting leggings while working out. "Fall days with great weather, a podcast plus an intermittent run and walk equals refreshing." This isn't the first time Jill has teased the idea of getting a tattoo, nor the first time she's blatantly defied her strict parents' rules. In October, Jill started toying with the idea of inking her skin, showing off her new tattoo on social media. The fake located on her wrist read, "Jesus only Jesus." Jill showed fans how she created the ink, posting a video of herself marking her arm with black ink. She captioned the post, which also featured a snap of her writing a biblical quote on the side of her hand. "Who can command the highest praise? Who has the name above all names? You stand alone, I stand amazed, Jesus, only Jesus." Fans were intrigued by the idea of Jill getting a tattoo, something she'd never be allowed to under Duggar rules. One follower commented, "You should get them permanent." Another wrote, "I love these." A third commenter chimed in, "The wrist henna design would make a beautiful tattoo. I feel like I'd really be loving that reminder daily, every time I started to feel stressed." Jill has two sons with husband Derek Dillard. The boys, Israel and Samuel, go to public school, while Jill and her siblings were homeschooled and learn a religious-based curriculum. That's just one of the many ways Jill and Derek have broken away from their strict upbringings, though they remain staunch in their Christian faith. Jill has broken away from her family's modesty standards, wearing pants, shorts, and showing her shoulders. She and Derek drink alcohol, and the pair allow their children to watch traditional TV. They recently showed off their Halloween decor, another major deviation from the way they were raised. Jill's relationship with Jim, Bob and Michelle is strained. She addressed it in a YouTube video in October, saying that she was distancing herself from them, adding, "We're not on the best terms with some of my family. We've had some disagreements, but we're working towards healing definitely and restoration, but we're having to kind of just take some time to heal. It has been difficult," she admitted.
That's it for now, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to stay tuned.